Ahoy gamers and welcome back to Dyson Sphere program as we continue to play through as Icarus, the robot, as we continue to try and secure our first planet. We continue to get attacked by the dark fog as we set ourselves up a missile array to try and defend from all of these enemies. We managed to automate the system. As we automate the system, we turn the remains of the dark fog minions into components to make more missiles. It's pretty cool. Without further ado, let's jump on in. And we are back in Dyson Sphere program as we are trying to make our way through the game. As you can see here, last episode we made ourselves a defendable position here as we started to really annoy the dark fog, but they're going to keep attacking this defensive line along here. What do we want to do today? So ideally we want to try and make ourselves some, if I remember how to actually build, I want to try and make ourselves some of these. So we've got missile turrets. Missile turrets require a lot of building, a lot of items. So we need to make, we haven't got any of those. We've got the steel, actually no, we haven't got any of those other than circuit boards being pre-made. So we want to be able to make a couple missile turrets. We actually produce 4. Ooh. We're going to produce ourselves 4 missile turrets actually. And then what we need to then equip into them is the actual missiles themselves. So we need to see what we need to make missiles. So missiles are here. So we need copper, circuit boards, engines, which are just here, or combustion units, and then we need to make an engine. So that's fine. So that's doable. We need to be able to make a continuous belt of missiles so we can then put that along this defensive line here. So because this over time collects us engines, which is really useful. Because we need these engines, we need the copper, we need the magnetic coils, and this glass and silicon we can use, and circuit boards we can actually use to make missiles. So out of this itself, we can actually make everything we require to get those missiles. So if I then come back onto here, so the only thing we're not making is combustion units, but that just requires some coal. And I believe there could be coal nearby. I'm not actually, let's have a look, see what's nearby. Yeah, that's not the right button. There is a way to have a look to see what's nearby. So where is the nearest coal? The nearest coal is quite far away. It's all the way down here. Because I believe we don't have a resource working on it, but we can get some coal, move it up here, make some combustion units. And what we want to do is essentially, today that's the bare minimum we want to do today, is get ourselves this, essentially a little area here where we can defend using these missile launchers. I believe they're all now made. So we've got 2 Gauss turrets still there, which aren't being used. However, there we go, there's the missile turrets. So you can see the range on the missile turrets is quite substantial. You see they've got an inlet and an outlet. So we want to put, let's say we want to just put, let's put 2 down for the time being. And
built a missile turret. It can launch guided missiles.
Replication complete.
It provides all-around defense against both ground and space enemies. You can select targets in the turret panel.
There you go. So it's just telling me that I've now built a missile turret, which thank you very much. I just gathered that. The fact I built it is very obvious to me. Right, so we want to be, so we essentially just build in a load of conveyor belts to go all the way through these turrets. We're going to need them to go through them, so that's completely fine. And we have now run out of conveyor belts, so we're going to have to build a way of making them. And there we go, mass construction. We can now have more blueprints, which is awesome. So as I said, we want to be able to make ourselves some more of those. We need to be able to mass produce. Okay, I have neither of those. So we're going to have to head back to our base anyway. So if I double tap space, we can make our way back. We don't really have a faster way of travelling just yet. This is quick, but it's not the quickest. We're going to make our way all the way back to the main base, pick up some resources, build that conveyor belt, and we'll look at potentially what we require to make a conveyor belt of making those missiles. So once again, to make those missiles, we will require an output of, so we will require copper, circuit boards, combustion unit, and engines. We have got a lot of engines here. We just need the output of the rest. So where am I actually heading? Okay, my main base is over here, so I got a bit lost there. And as we start to put some miners down. I don't know if I've made any miners, so not going to put any down just yet. You can see at the top of the screen here, we keep getting attacked because they are quite relentless. I think we only need one miner down, and then this will then, I think we'll then put it into the assembler machine, or I can't remember how to make it. We need to make, no, not that one. So we need to make this. We need an assembler. Good. I'm glad I can read. So 1 into 1, that should be enough. And then we can then get a couple, I think we've got a couple sorters with us. We do have a couple sorters, perfect. But the first one we're going to need over here is actually some power. So let's build some power lines over here. Because we're quite far away from everything we require. So put you over there. There we go. So that should be good enough for now. Then we're going to put down a miner just here. Just there will do. And we want to you from the miner over here into, where are we, production? There we are, an assembler. This will be designed to make a, as per usual, move you that way. Okay, I may have made a mistake there. It's got another upgrade there. All resources, all reservoirs can be viewed on the world map, which is really useful. So let's make 10 Tesla towers. You never know when you're going to need them. You always need a lot of them. There we go, that'll do. Let's collect some of these from there into there, there into there. And we are going to be making combustion units, just like that. And then we're going to move those combustion units straight up this way. These combustion units will then just move straight to where we are going to... Okay, that's not going to work out too well, so you can go that way as well. Now, yeah, there we go. And then we can then move that from there to there as well. These combustion units. So my intention is to get as close to up here as possible, although we do need some of this down here. So, let's quickly do some checking what we need. So we just need... So to make this, we need to make... Okay, we're making combustion units. To make this, we need just copper, I believe. Yeah, this is rings and copper. That is just... To make this, we need iron ore. Okay, so we need iron ore and copper here. That's fine. Then we also need circuit boards, which is iron and copper again, which is fine. Then we just need copper. So we just need a load of copper. So we need to make copper bars and this. Fine. Okay, we're going to try and make all that here. So we have got an excess of copper here. So we're just going to steal some of this copper coming up here. And we don't need to go too far for all this copper. So we've got copper ores here. We can steal just a couple of these. Don't need too many. And that is incorrect. Let's get rid of you. You can see up here my buildings keep getting damaged, which is fine. we just need to be careful. We need to make sure that they don't get destroyed. I don't mind them being damaged, we just need to make sure they don't get destroyed. So the first thing we need to make will be, let's have a look on this. So the first thing we're going to make will be, we go left to right. So first thing we need is copper ingots. Actually, so we make this in the assembler. So let's make an assembler, shall we? Let's go to buildings. Where is the assembler? Let's make one assembler. Do I have one in my inventory? I do have one in my inventory. Perfect. Let's put one assembler down. Put that just there. And then we'll start getting some of these resources straight across to it. Just like that. So we'll get you across. Power. We'll make sure this is powered as well. Just like that. And okay, yep, good. That's the right thing on that conveyor belt. Then we just want to move 2 of these across, like so, and then you will be changed to missiles. Perfect. Then we can then get outflow. Just need, let's put 2 as an outflow, like that, and then we can then get 2 of you leaving. So we've got. All we need to now do is essentially just put each requirement into this. From the copper over here, then we just get it all shipped over to our defensive line, which, if I'm not mistaken, is so it's all the way over there. So it is quite a distance to travel. However, that's just the way things are. So you can move there, perfect. So now we need to get this all the way over there. A bit of a long journey, but we'll make that work now. Then we'll jump back in as we build the rest of the resources required for the missiles. So I've just connected this entire, the missiles once they're made. Now connected all of this, so all we now need to do is go all the way back, actually put the missile system all together. Just remember that I also need iron. There's an iron vein just here, so if we're stealing some copper, we're siphoning some copper off there. We've got some coal here, we needed iron. Can't remember what we needed iron for, so let's have a quick look, shall we? So here, okay, we needed iron for the circuit boards. That's all we needed the iron for, which is completely fine. This we needed iron for that. So we need to produce those rings. We also need to produce, let's click back on here. We also need to produce normal ingots, which is good to know. So we need rings and ingots. So we need to essentially steal some from here, which is completely fine. And then hopefully we can just steal. Maybe don't need to steal much. That's not the most ideal location. I think I can just delete these. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. And let's steal a couple. Don't need many. Like just like that. Perfect. Right, this now needs to go all the way back up to the top. Let's get as close there as possible, and then we can now then do a little bit of math. By math, I mean I'm not going to do any math at all. I'm just going to decide what I need to build, and how I need it, and then let's get that done. Once we've done this, we should be strong enough to hold back the Dark Fog. We are strong enough anyway, but I just want to kind of escalate how strong we are. We can obviously use some of these systems. So if we had that, can I zoom a little bit closer? So if we had this closer to our base, we could steal the resources from it and then reuse it to make the missiles. But it's actually quite far away. Although we could still use it. So this is something I might actually do that. So I'd have a separate conveyor belt coming all the way from there to here, taking out only the resources we require, and we can then just put it in the assembly machine, so it will then rotate round with assist us making missiles. So it's a kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. We kill loads of those robots, we use their guts to make more weapons. Perfect. Right, so first things first, let's get ourselves I think we need it. So we need to go back to missiles. So first thing we need to do is we go for circuit boards first. So we need to make iron ingots and copper ingots. We've got some copper ingots coming over this side, iron ingots over here. So we need to turn these into iron ingots. It's completely fine. So we'll take one, where are you? One smelter, just there. And that will make iron ingots. Just like that. Perfect. Power that one up. Iron ingots will then go from here. It's going to be an absolute spaghetti junction, but that's completely fine. That will then go from there to there, and you are going to make iron ingots. Perfect. Let's now get this to meet up about here will do. We're going to do exactly the same over here. We're going to make another furnace if I have enough resources on me. I do not have enough resources on me, so I need a load of my iron with me. However, conveniently, we're actually grabbing a load of iron here, so I can just steal some off this conveyor belt, I believe. Can I just steal some? I can. So just going to steal a load of iron. We don't need too much. There we go, that'll do. We just need one. And then we're going to steal from here into this furnace here. We are going to take some of this to turn into you. And then you're going to then come out of here just like so. And then that should be all I require to then make. We'll go back to this tree here. So then that should be all I require to make circuit boards. And obviously I need copper ingots coming out of this as well. So we might make 2 of these. It might make sense to make 2 of those. So we'll quickly grab enough of these to be able to make another one. So if we go back to replicator, this is a very bad way of doing this. It's not efficient at all. But if you've watched any of my videos by now, you probably know I'm not a very efficient kind of guy. I'm just a chill guy. Pardon the meme. Right. So 1, just there. Perfect. And then you're just going to steal from this one here, right there. And then you're going to drop it just there. Awesome. With that in mind, let's put... Oh, I don't have enough of this one. What do I need? I think I need just more iron for this. Let's grab as much as I can. That should be all I need.
Materials.
Do I not have one? Okay, I don't have one on me. So then that will be able to make circuit boards. So then we'll be making the combustible units. We'll make the circuit boards. Copper ingots will just come straight off this line here. And we then just need to make these engines.
Complete.
Which is completely fine. With that in mind, I'll put you down. That's going to be too close. Let's have a look. You are too close, aren't you? Oh no, you can, that works. It's fine. I'll just now lack some of these items, which is fine. If I remember where things are located, you can make 10 of these or 6 of these. We'll get this working. And we managed to hook everything up. So I just kind of paused there while I built everything. I've just got a load of copper coming around here. Some of it going into making the circuit boards. Some of it then coming around to assist in making the these bands, into these coils, into the engines themselves, straight in. And here we have, I think copper's the one thing this is missing or is lacking on. So I'm actually going to, copper's the restraining part of this. So put another one of copper into there. There we go, that should fix that. So I think it requires a fair bit of copper each time. Let's see if we can. Yeah, okay, copper is what's delaying that. That's fine. I think we might be able to make this work. One more across. And with that in mind, yeah, that should do for now. I'm going to grab all of the iron from there. And what I'm going to do, because we now have this level 2 sorter, so we can actually work on what we're going to be sending back to that missile production. So if we fly over here, kind of speed this up. There you go. So you can see the missiles getting ready to fire. Each one of those boxes is a load of missiles. You can see. Oh, that's so cool. You can see the missiles just being fired every now and then, taking out anything in the air. Good thing our land and Gauss turrets take everything out. So they're now dropping energy shards, which is pretty cool. So we can take all these magnetic coils that we need, all these circuit boards, all these engines. We can definitely use them. So we're probably going to actually. So the only thing we're not making here is the combustible engine combustion parts. So we're going to actually steal everything from this. Then that may be able to speed everything up. So if we put a line from there going all the way, I guess not ideal, it's probably not there. We're going to run this all the way back from here. See if I can put a smart. Can I put something smart there? One of these smart ones. Let's build a few of them. And hopefully we can build a couple of these so we can decide what comes out of here. If we can decide what comes out of here, great. So we want to put 1, 2, and 3 for the time being. And what do we want in these? Set filter. So we want. So I'm going to have to clear everything that's on there. So we want you. Magnetic coil. We're going to set a filter for this one for circuit boards. And set a filter for this one for. Ooh. So we've got you. Oh, that's what we need. We need engines. So now let's clear everything that's already on this. And you should just be taking out magnetic coils, parts. Yeah, perfect. Knowing that it starts without you, so we're now just stealing the engines. We might actually make a storage for these prisms and for these energy shards, which we might actually do now. If I'm going to be honest, we have the resources. Let's build a couple more of these. Let's build storages. Let's build 2 storages. Okay, I've got 3 there just in case, and then let's build a load of these. Be back in a couple of minutes while all this builds. I think we've got some. Yeah, we can take some of this steel to help us build as well, because then that should give us a lot more of these to be able to build. Yeah, we've got a lot more that we can build now. Double check there's any more in here we can take. No, there's no more we can take. That's fine. So we're going to take all of these energy shards because it's a form of power. We can take all of this. Prisms, we're going to take them out and we're going to store them elsewhere. By store them elsewhere, they're just going to be stored a little bit further away. That's completely fine. So all we're going to do over here is you, and set you on there, and I want filter to be there, and I want one here as well. I want this filter to be prisms, wherever prism is. So So we haven't yet got ourselves to be able to make prisms. Perfect. And let's get ourselves over this ridge. Okay, we can't get ourselves over that ridge just yet. Gets us over that ridge. And then there's going to just be 2 storage boxes just here. 1 and 2. And then we're just going to then connect these together. I'm going to change the filter on each of these. You are going to be prisms, and you are going to be that. Awesome. And all we're going to do here is then rotate this background, then rejoin, just like. Going to get you to rejoin just there. So it's going to continually go around in circles, so we don't get any of these mixed up. So we'll take you out and put you in there. And then we want to put prisms in there, and this one should be. That's annoying. I may have just changed that by accident. I am extremely stupid. I want to put that one to be prisms. We want to take out all the dark stuff in there, take the prisms out from here, and then put the white ones into the right one. Just like that. Awesome. Now this one is now going to take the very long journey all the way back. This is going to get harder. Giggity. However, we should be able to manage. We just want to get this all the way back to our previous location. All the way back. Then we'll just get them all to leave. I like the fact that if we build anywhere near this battlefield analysis, it will help repair and help build. Do need to be careful because they are starting to do a fair bit of damage to our Gorse turret there. That is a bit of a worry. Maybe our missile turrets will be able to hold them back once they're all fully working. And we've massively upscaled the copper production now as well. As you can see here, we've just got 3 smelters here, 3 smelters here, so I added 2 more here, 1 more to the left here. So that's massively increasing the amount of copper going towards the weapon production. You see so much more is coming up here. We might want to increase it even more, but this should do for now. Looking at that, we can actually put another sorter there. So we don't need that many on the circuits, so we can get more to this production up here. That'd be perfect. We may want to. No, this works. This isn't ideal, but it does work. And then, yeah, no, I think this will work for now. This isn't optimal at all. Like I said before, I don't really do optimization in these types of games. I do functional rather than optimal, and that is definitely not optimal right there. You want to go and put you this way round. Nope, that's wrong. Put you that way round and connect you to there. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Nope, okay. Get rid of all of these now. I'm going to have to redo all of this because it's really annoying. You're going to go straight back to there. We're going to have a second one from there. Go away. You from there to there. Why are you not going down? We want there to there. Perfect. Then we want you from there to there. New power line. Amazing. So with that now in mind, should be a lot more weapons coming out. Every time this comes around, there should be enough to... Yeah, there's enough to tick it out, tick it over again. So that's more than enough. So there's going to be loads of missiles coming out of there. So if we go back to the front line. And away we go. It's just annoying that all of this resources here may just take a while for it to be used up, but it can be used up. We may have to separate it into individual lanes. So the moment we have 3 things coming off here and not 3 things being used, but that's fine. So here we go. There's the enemy. As we're not attacking them, I don't know how, but we managed to lose their aggro, so that's good. We're not always going to be at war with them, which is useful for us. We can take all the fuel actually. That's really useful for us. The fact that we're not always at war with them means I have a bit more time, because I was a bit worried that they were going to continue to level up, or they will continue to level up. But I was a bit worried that may just get a little bit too powerful. So with that in mind, we can very quickly delete a lot of this infrastructure over here and then put in a couple sorters. So we're going to do that now. After some time of figuring out a system, I figured it out. There we go. Although we're not at war anymore, we're not continually fighting, we do have this little system here which works quite nicely. So all the resources come into these and then they come out as required into the system. So we have more resources being made. that in mind, we're actually probably going to go all the way over here. The last thing we're going to do today. So today's not been the most action-packed, but it is what it is. So today, what we're going to do... I mean now, what we're going to do. So we're going to get one more... So we're essentially just going to grab when I can land. So over here, we are going to get ourselves one logistics hub, whatever depot, whatever they're called. We're going to cancel some of this, and we are going to just put that like so, and put this like so, and connect them together. I say connect them together. There we go. And all we're going to do is put one logistics hub inside. Then we're going to have a storage. So when this is finished build, I thought I clicked produce. Guess not. I clicked produce on the wrong thing. It's fine.
Insufficient materials.
I don't have enough. That's annoying. Need to grab some iron. And as I was doing, let's connect this all up. So all missiles are going to sit in here. So when this system's completely full in the end, we'll be able to bring it straight out. So there will be a stockpile of missiles as required. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So stockpile missiles, because this conveyor belt will soon fill up, same as the copper. I believe the copper and the bullets, there's a supply of bullets over here as well. So we're in a really good place now. We will hopefully look at our tech tree. So we want to take the fight to the enemy. So they need to start looking at these drones here. So this is a squadrons. Looks like we need a fair bit to make these squadrons. But it looks like it's ground forces prototypes of combat drones that assist Icarus, which is your character, in fights on planet surfaces. Though simple and crude, it represents a decent start. You can get a better combat drone by modifying and upgrading the prototype. So you can get other prototypes over here. Attack drones, it's pretty cool. So we are going to work on this next episode. We're going to get ourselves some prototypes. So then we can actually, hopefully, push the dark fog off this planet, because the overall hive up here, up in space, if you look up all the way, okay, they are a very long way away. You can see the hive over there. Oh, that's a big hive. You can see that's now level 1. The planetary base is only level 4. We might be strong enough to take it out, but we'll see. We will see. So all we did today was manage to get this turret system situated, but now it's done. We don't need to do it again. Maybe. So if you made it this far, thank you much for watching. Next episode will obviously be out next week, so I believe these come out every Tuesday. And we'll get ourselves some prototype drones and we'll be able to push this dark fog off this planet. So if you made it this far, thank you much for watching. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, wherever you are. I've got a few links before I finish the video. So I've got 3 links down below. One to the Discord if you want to join the community Discord. Small community, very slowly growing, but you're more than welcome to join us. I've got 2 YouTube links, one to Mrs Rothmers, who does lore videos on stuff like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, and Warhammer. And then finally, me and Mrs Rothmers have a shared YouTube channel where we do Warhammer, the Age of Sigmar tabletop game, as well as the Lord of the Rings tabletop game. And at the moment we are building, painting, and soon we're going to be battling. So if that's the type of stuff that tickles your fancy, pop on over. So have a wonderful day everyone, and as per usual, Icarus out.